Yeah, hi everyone, welcome to PrepFusion. So we have been studying about multivariable functions. So we have seen the first part, now this will be the second part. We are just doing the continuation. So here we are going to study about differentiation. Okay, so first we will solve this problem. And then we will see what important note we are going to write down. So first let's solve the problem. What we need to do, z is given as a function of x comma y. Here you can see that z is given as a function of x comma y. You are supposed to find out dz by dx. It is not the partial differentiation, not partial differentiation. Okay, it is the simple differentiation that you have studied. So dz by dx you need to find out, not del z by del x. Okay, dz by dx you need to find out. So sir, what we will do of y? For that there is a relation given, no? X square equals to y is given. From here what you can see, x square equals to y is given, no? So put that. What will be z? Z will be x square multiply with y. What is y? Y is nothing but x square only, plus x into what is y? Y is nothing but x square. So what will be y square? Y square will become x to the power 4. 2x, what is y? Y will become x square. So x to the power 4 plus x to the power 5 plus 2x to the power 3. So what is the answer of dz by dx? So sir, dz by dx is coming out to be 4x to the power 3, 5x to the power 4 plus 6x to the power 2. There you go. Sir, this is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. So sir, what important note you are going to write down? This thing we already know. The point is that if your z is a function of x comma y, then your difference in z, small difference in z, then your small difference in z, what do we call it? Dz, or we can call it derivative of z. What we can call it? Derivative of z. Derivative of z. So derivative of z is given by change in z with respect to x such that y is constant, plus change in z with respect to y such that x is constant, dot dx here, dot dy here. This will be your dz. You can see sense here, this del x and dx getting cancelled out. So this will become del z, del z. Basically, z is a function of x comma y. No, sir, here you are not giving me the derivation. You are directly writing down the result. So let me try to explain what is actually happening here. So z is actually a function of x comma y. This is x, this is y, and this is z. With respect to value of x and y, you will get a value of z. Right? So on this plane, on zx plane where y is constant, what I will find out? I will find out that how your z is varying with respect to x. And on this plane, I will find out how your z is varying with respect to y. Then for a small difference dx, I will find out the change in z. And for a small difference dy, I will find out the change in z. And then I will add both of the changes, then I will get that change in z only. So from now onwards, what you need to remember is that let's just say, sir, my z is a function of x comma y. Then how will I write down dz? That's the only thing you need to remember. Let's just say your w is a function of x comma y comma z. How will you write down dw? Sir, change in w with respect to x with other parameter constant dot dx. Sir, change in w with respect to y with other parameter constant dot dy. Sir, change in w with respect to z with other parameter constant dot dz. That's it. Z is a function of x comma y. So sir, change in z with respect to x, other parameter constant dot dx. Change in z with respect to y, other parameter constant dot dy. So you don't like someone would say that, sir, what if I write down del x by del z? So that mistake you will not do, no? You can simply see here that this and this is getting cancelled out, this and this is getting cancelled out. So this is change in z, this is change in z, which is equals to the change in z only. So change in z is equals to the change in z only. So that you need to take care. So formula mistake also you will not do, right? I hope you are able to understand that, sir, del z by del x I will write down dot dx. So this dx getting cancelled out, dy getting cancelled out. Actually, it is not getting cancelled out. Really, it is not getting cancelled out because this is the partial differentiation, this is the actual differentiation. So they are actually not getting cancelled out. But someone would say that, sir, if I write down the formula, who knows, I may do the mistake. You will not be able to do the mistake. Why is that so? Because del x, del y, dy, you will be able to cancel out and you would see that difference in z, difference in z. So this is the definition of dz. What we are supposed to find out? We are supposed to find out dz by dx. So what you do? Divide by dx on both of the side. 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 Here also I divided by dx, here I divided by dx, so dx got cancelled out, here divide by dx. Is that clear to you? So dz by dx would be equals to del z by del x plus del z by del y dot dy by dx. So what is given? X square by y is given. X square equals to y is given. So from here, what you can find out? What you are supposed to find out? You need the value of dy by dx, right? So can I get the value of dy by dx? Yes sir, I can get the value of dy by dx because x square equals to y is given. X square equals to y is given. So from here, 2x will be equals to dy by dx. So I have the value of dy by dx. Along with that, sir, what is given? Z equals to x square y plus xy square, x square y plus xy square plus 2xy. Sir, this is given. What I need? Del z by del x. That means differentiation of z with respect to x keeping y as constant. So y is constant, so it will become 2xy. Y is constant, so it will become y square only. And y is constant, so it will become 2y. Along with that, sir, I would need del z by del y as well. So del z by del y. So differentiation with respect to y keeping x as constant. So x square, keeping x as constant, 2xy, keeping x as constant, 2x. There you go, all the values I am having. This value I am having, this value I am having, this value I am having, keeping all the values here. So what will be the value of dz by dx? So dz by dx would come out to be del z by del x, which is 2xy plus y square plus 2y plus del z by del y, which is x square plus 2xy plus 2x, dy by dx, which is nothing but 2x only. So 2xy plus y square plus 2y plus 2x cube plus 4x square y plus 4x square. Understandable? 2xy plus y square plus 2y plus 2x cube plus 4x square y plus 4x square. No calculation error. Now this is the answer. This is the one answer. This answer could also be given in the options. This is one of the answer. Right? This is one of the answer. Now other answer could be what? That you replace y equals to x square. Right? Y equals to x square. So what you will be getting? 2x cube plus x to the power 4 plus 2x square plus 2x cube plus 4x to the power 4 plus 4x square. So what answer you are getting? In which form we have written the answer here? 4x cube we have started with, no? So let's see if cube. So 2x cube plus 2x cube will be 4x cube. Then which term we have written? Then we have written 5x to the power 4. So see x to the power 4, x to the power 4. So it has become 5x to the power 4. And then 2x square, so 6x square, 6x square. So yeah, we are getting the same answer. Yes. So someone would say that, sir, why would you do all these calculations? Sir, such long calculation you have to do. But otherwise, very easily I was able to get the answer, sir. Here within 2 steps you are able to get the answer. Here you are writing down, sir, small difference in z would be equals to del z by del x dot dx plus del z by del y dot dy. Sir, all these things you are doing and then everything you are finding out. After that you are getting the answer. Yes, for this question it is lengthy, but for other question it may be small, right? So in the examination you will have to see. In the examination I would see that x square equals to y is given, very simple relation is given. I will be able to replace, I will be able to get the value of dz by dx very easily. So why would I go with this method? But in the examination complex expression would be given. No, they may give the expression like this: x square plus xy plus y square equals to 0. This is the relation. Z equals to x square y plus xy square plus 2xy. Then this is the relation, something very complex relation. Now how you will be able to replace? Can you write down x in terms of y? Then you will not be able to replace. No, here z came in terms of x very easily. Z came in terms of x very easily. Z is a function of x, very easily it came. But here it will be tough, no? Right? So we will solve the problems where this method will not work, this method would work. That z is a function of x comma y. So can you write down the difference in z? Yes sir, I can write down the derivative of z very easily. Del z by del x dot dx plus del z by del y dot dy. Solve this question, examination question only. Z is a function of x comma y. I can see z is a function of x comma y. So what is the first thing? Dz by dt I need to find out. Can I write down dz? Yes sir, I can write down dz. What is dz? Dz is nothing but change in z with respect to x keeping other parameter constant dot dx. change in z with respect to y keeping other parameter constant dot dy. What I need to find out? dz by dt. So divide by dt on both of the side. dz by dx dt del z by del x dot dx by dt plus del z by del y dot dy by dt. That's it. This is the equation that I have got. Now what I am supposed to find out? I am supposed to find out the value of del z by del x dx by dt. All these things I can find out. What is z? Z is nothing but e to the power x sin y. Can I find out del z by del x? Absolutely, sir. What that would be? Sir, e to the power x sin y will be constant, so it will become e to the power x sin y only. Can I find out del z by del y? E to the power x will be constant. What will be the differentiation of sin x? That will be sin y, that will be cos y. This is one answer. Dx by dt. Here x equals to ln t is given. X equals to ln t is given. So what is dx by dt? That is 1 by t. Y equals to t square is given. What is dy by dt? That is 2t. Okay, let's put the value. What is del z by del x? Del z by del x, that is e to the power x sin y dot dx by dt, which is 1 by t, plus what is del z by del y, that is e to the power x cos y dot dy by dt multiply with 2t. Sir, none of the option is matching. Sir, everything is there in terms of t. Everything is there in terms of t, no? So let's convert everything in terms of t. X equals to ln t is given. From here what you can see, if ln goes this side, so e to the power x is nothing but equals to t. So this e to the power x is nothing but equals to t, right? And y equals to t square is given. So here I can put sin t square. Y equals to t square is given. So this could be sin t square. So e to the power x could be written as t. So what I can see is that e to the power x could be written as t. So this and this will get cancelled out, right? Sin in place of y, what I can put? Y in place of y I can put t square plus e to the power x could be written as t. E to the power x could be written as t, and here also there is 2t, so it will become 2t square dot cos. In place of y I can put t square. So everything I have written in terms of t. There you go. This is the answer. That's it. So 2t square cos t square plus sin t square, option A. Done. Understandable? Other method could also have been there. What could be the other method? That e to the z could have been written directly as, what is e to the power x? E to the power x is t only. Sin, what is y? Y is t square. So z could be written as t into sin t square. Now simply do dz by dt. What I mean to say is that this I have already done, and now z I have written in terms of t only, t sin t square. Can I do the differentiation dz by dt? Yes, sir. First, as it is, differentiation of second. Sin t square will be cos t square. T square will have the differentiation of 2t square, 2t. So basically it will, t square will have the differentiation of 2t. So 2t into t will become 2t square, right? 2t into t will become 2t square plus sin t square, as it is, differentiation of t will be 1. So what will be the answer? 2t square cos t square plus sin t square. Answer will be option A. This you have got within one line only. Within one line you have got the answer. Okay. So whatever that clicks to you in the examination hall, if you see that, sir, simple expression are given, e to the power x equals to t sin t square, sir, simply I can convert and then simply get the answer. Without even picking up the pen, you will be able to get the answer. Otherwise, you can do in this manner. That difference in z, I know how to write down, and after that, simply divided by dt, proceed. Okay, so this is a very important point. Usually people remember it, but we have built up a very good method now. Okay. Find out the total derivative of the function xy. What we need to find out? We need to find out the total derivative of the function xy. So what is our function? Our function is nothing but xy. We need to find out its total derivative. What is the meaning of total derivative? What is the meaning of total derivative? Total derivative simply means d. So we need to find out df. This is what we need to find out. What we need to find out? Df. So you can see that, sir, f is a function of x comma y. So what will be df? Df will be nothing but del f by del x dot dx plus del f by del y dot dy. If this is f, which is x comma y, can you find out del f by del x? Absolutely, sir. Y is a constant, differentiation of x will be 1. Can you find out del f by del y? x is constant, differentiation of y will be 1. So what is the answer you are getting here? Del f by del x is y dot dx plus del f by del y is x dot dy. So this is your df. And what is f? F is xy. So dx comma y, dxy is coming, not comma, dx dot y is coming out to be x dy plus y dx. It should be there in your mind. You should be remembering it directly. That dxy would be x dot dy plus y dot dx. Will you be able to remember it? Somewhere we will be using it. Okay. And directly equation can also be asked. dxy could be written as x dy plus y dx. And if x dy plus y dx is written, then you should be able to write down dxy as well. Basically opposite also you should know. In the examination, if somewhere this thing is written x dy plus y dx, then opposite also you should be comfortable that sir I will be able to write down directly dxy. Opposite also you should be comfortable. So what is the total derivative of xy? Is that clear to you? It is a function of x comma y. Then this is how I wrote down. I got these values and got the answer. Very simple and straightforward. Let's go to the next one. R is given as x square plus y minus z. This some relation is given. Assume that x and y are independent variable. X and y are independent variable. X and y are independent variable. Okay. And at this point 2 comma minus 1 comma 1, you need to find out the value of del r by del x. It is the partial differentiation they are asking. What they are asking? They are asking the partial differentiation. Partial differentiation. What they are asking? Del r by del x. So what will be del r by del x? Sir, 2x plus del r by del x into y minus del r by del x into z. Here I wrote down 2x only because basically here I could have written del y del x x square. So this is 2x. What will be the value of this? It will be 0 because x and y are independent, no? There is no relation between x and y. From this particular scenario, what you can understand that x and y are independent variable. They are two different variable. What does that mean? That if I make the graph between z, x and y. So based on this, x and y will take two independent values and they will find out basically if I say x is 1, if I say x is 1 and y is 1, then z will take a particular value, no? If x is 1 and y is 1, then what will be the value of z? Z cube, x is 1, y is 1 plus z plus 1 equals to 1. So this and this is getting cancelled out. Z cube plus z equals to 1. So whatever the value you get, you won't get a real value, right? So whatever the value you get, z will take some value. So x and y can take independent values. X could be anything, y could be anything. Based on that, z will be taking some value. What does that mean? Z is a function of x comma y. Z is from this relation what you could understood that z is a function of x comma y, where x and y are independent variables. So del y by del x, this would be 0, but can you put this as 0? No, it is actually a function of x comma y, no? So it has a term of x and y. It is actually a function of x comma y. So how will you differentiate this? You will differentiate in a manner that keeping y as constant, you will differentiate the terms of x. So you cannot directly put that sir del z by del x would be 0. No, because it is actually a function of x comma y. It is only a function of y. Y is a constant for x. That's why 0. But z is not a constant for x. Z is a function of x comma y. So z is having a term of x. So you cannot put this equals to 0. Is that understandable to you? So now our target is that sir my del r by del x is simply coming out to be equals to 2x minus del z by del x. Is that understandable to you? And this cannot be put equals to 0. So my target is to find out del z by del x now. So what is given? Z cube minus xy plus yz plus y cube minus xy plus yz plus y cube equals to 1. This is given. From here what I am supposed to find out? I am supposed to find out del z by del x. That means I need to differentiate with respect to x, right? So this will become 3z square del z by del x. Y will be a constant. Differentiation of x will be 1. Y will be constant. Differentiation of z will be y will be constant, differentiation will be 0, constant differentiation will be 0 only. So from here, what is the value of del z by del x you are getting? Del z by del x you are getting is y upon 3z square plus y. Y upon 3z square plus y. This is your del z by del x that you are getting. Okay, understandable? So this is the value that you are getting, and here this is something that you are getting. So from here you can write down the value of del r by del x. What you are getting? Del r by del x is 2x minus y upon 3z square plus y. At what point we are supposed to find out? 2 comma minus 1 comma 1. 2 comma minus 1 comma 1. At this point we are supposed to find out. So 4 minus 1 upon 4 1 by 2. What is the answer? 4.5 is the answer. That's it. This is the answer. You just simply need to put the point. After that it is very easy. The only point was z is a function of x comma y. This time they did not give it directly. They just said one thing, that there is a relation between z, x, y, and x and y are independent variable. What does that mean? That z is a function of x comma y. When we say z is a function of x comma y, what do we say? That z will be written in terms of x and y, and x and y will be independent variable. They can take the values independently. So del z by del x would not be equals to 0, because in your mind you know that z is having some terms of x and y. So del z by del x would be something. Here you cannot put that sir differentiation of this will be 0. No, differentiation of this will not be 0. It will be 3z square, then differentiation of z, which is del z by del x, minus y is a constant, differentiation of x will be 1. Y is a constant, differentiation of z will be del z by del x. It is a constant, it is a constant. So value you are getting, put the value. Answer is 4.5. Let's check the answer. I hope it is correct only. Yes, it is correct only. I write down the answer so that I will be comfortable that there is no calculation mistake. So no calculation mistake, answer is 4.5. Solve this question. U is given, x is given, a is given. You need to find out the value of du by dt. Which method would you be comfortable with? Both of the methods we can apply. Method 1, I can directly see what I can do. I can directly see that sir x is given as a cos t, right? So I can simply write down a cos cube t. There you go. And y is given as b sin t. So I can simply write down b cube sin cube t. What we are supposed to find out? Du by dt. That's it. So very easily I will be able to do, no? Here nothing I need to think. So 3 cos square t, differentiation of cos will be minus sin t, plus 3 b cube sin square t cos t. That's it. Option A correct. Job done. Okay. But usually we are engineers. If we don't use our brain, what I will be doing in the examination? Sir, u is a function of x comma y. U is a function of x comma y. So what will be du? So du will be del u by del x into dx plus del u by del y into dy. Then what I would do? Sir, divided by dt, because du by dt I am supposed to find out, divided by dt, divided by dt. Now what I will find out? Del u by del x. What is the value of, directly I am putting, what is the value of del u by del x? Keeping y cube as a constant, answer will be 3x square. What will be the value of dx by dt? Dx by dt. So that will be minus a sin t. Right? Differentiation of cos t will be minus sin t. Plus, what will be del u by del y? That will be 3y square. And what will be dy by dt? That will be b cos t. This will be the answer. Right? But here now I will have to put the value of x. What will be x square? A square cos square t. So here I will put a square cos square t. So yeah. So now what I will do, in place of x we will put a square cos square t. So a square cos square t I will put, so minus 3a cube cos square t sin t. Just I am putting the value of y, which is b square. What is y? Y is b sin t. So what will be y square? B square sin square t. 3 b cube sin square t cos t. There you go. This is the answer. 3b cube sin square t cos t minus 3a cube cos square t sin t. So option A is correct. So whichever the method is comfortable for you in the examination hall, you can apply. Okay. But always remember this method as well, because here simple expressions are given. Who knows, in the examination they may frame a complex expression where you might struggle, right? Yeah, find this kind of questions. In this kind of questions, what they are saying, find a total derivative of x square y with respect to y. What you are supposed to find out? Total derivative of some function. Let's just say this function is z, which is x square y. So what you are supposed to find out? Total derivative of x square y with respect to y. This is what you are supposed to find out. Total derivative of x square y with respect to y. When you read this statement, what you will see? Total derivative of x square y with respect to y. This is what you are supposed to find out, right? So y is a constant? No, absolutely not. Why it is not a constant? Because this relation is given, no? Between x and y there is a relation. What does that mean? That means x is a function of y. If this relation is given, x square plus y square plus xy equals to 1. Just 1 second. छींक आने वाली है यार, इसलिए मैं पोज करने वाला था, लेकिन y नहीं रही. So what does that mean? That x could be a function of y and y is also a function of x. This scenario is given, right? Both are related with each other. Both are not independent. If both were independent, then the scenario would have been different. But both are related with each other now, right? So dz by dy you are supposed to find out. Sir, what will be dz by dy? Sir, what will be dz? Dz would be nothing but, first of all, you will see that, sir, is it easy to replace x square in terms of y? Can I write down x square in terms of y? Like basically z is x square y, no? Z is x square y. What if I make z as a function of y? Then dz by dy will be very easy. This will be very easy, right? But x square is not directly, x square would be what? 1 minus y square minus xy. So x square is also having a term of x. So x is not gone. So it is not easy to follow method 1 here. Like method 1 will not be able to, you will not be able to apply here. You will have to apply method 2 only. Are you able to understand this point? Can you write down z in terms of only y? Here first question that we solved, here I wrote down z only in terms of x. Then dz by dx was very simple, because I was writing z only in terms of x. But here can you write down z only in terms of y? In this question, what you are supposed to find out? Dz by dy. Can you write down z only in terms of y? No, I cannot write down, right? That means first of what I need to find out, dz by dy. So first of all, what I need to write down? What is my dz? So change in z would be equals to change in z with respect to x, because what is my z? Z is a function of x comma y. So change in z with respect to x dot dx plus change in z with respect to y dot dy. Dz by dy I am supposed to find out. So divide by dy. Divide by dy. Divide by dy. Divide by dy. There you go. This is the expression that we are getting. Now what I need? What I need? I need so many of values. What all values I need? First of all, I would need the value of dx by dy. So can I find out the value of dx by dy? Differentiation with respect to x I need to do. So okay, differentiation with respect to y I need to do actually, right? Dx by dy I need. Dx by dy. So differentiation with respect to y I am doing. So 2x dx by dy plus 2y. What about xy? So for xy, what I will have to do? First one as it is, differentiation of y will be 1, plus second one as it is, differentiation of x will be dx by dy, differentiation of 1 will be 0. Differentiation of x square will be 2x dot differentiation of x, which will be dx by dy. Then differentiation of y square will be 2y. Here u into v I will have to apply. X as it is, differentiation of y will be 1, plus y as it is, differentiation of x will be dx by dy. Understandable? So what is the answer you are getting? Dx by dy you are getting as minus 2y plus x upon 2x plus y. Okay. Now next what I need to find out, z is also given. This is something that I needed to find out. So let's make it equation 1. After that, z equals to x square y. So can I find out del z by del x? Yes sir, keeping y as constant, 2xy. Can I find out del z by del y? Keeping x square constant, differentiation of y will be 1. Keeping y as constant, so 2xy x square. So all the values I am having now. So what is my dz by dy? So what is del z by del x? Del z by del x is nothing but 2xy. What is dx by dy? Dx by dy is nothing but 2y plus x upon 2x plus y. Along with that there is a negative sign plus del z by del y, which is equals to x square. Now you need to put the point 1 comma 1. So if you put 1 comma 1, this will become, look, first this is the answer, this could be there in the options. Now you need to put point 1 comma 1. So if you put 1 comma 1 here, this will become 3 3 3, this will be gone, minus 2 plus 1 you will put here. So answer will come out to be minus 1. Just put the point, you will see. Okay, answer is coming out to be minus 1. I hope this is the answer. Yes, this is the answer. Understandable? All the points which you need to find out, everything we have find out and put in the equation. That's it. From here dx by dy, del z by del x, del z by del y, all of them I have put here, put 1 comma 1 here, got the answer. Answer is minus 1. That's it. Very easy, very straightforward. Understandable? Let's go to the next one. Now differentiation point is completed, which was one topic. Now we will talk about the maxima and minima of two variable function. That means z is a function of x comma y. How will you find out the maxima or minima of z? Maxima or minima of z. This is what we will have to comment. Sir, here when we were studying about a function of single variable, sir, you spent roughly around 10 hours for this topic. Are you going to do the same? No. Here I might not give you reasoning as well. I will simply give you the method. This is the method, solve it. Sir, why you are not going to give the reasoning? You are not a mathematician. You are not going to do your PhD or masters in mathematics. Okay. So the reasoning and all I will not give you. If you need to know the reasoning and all, then you need to study higher order engineering mathematics. Okay, there you will understand all those things. So here I will simply tell you the method. In the examination as well, hardly 4 to 5 questions have been asked. Since those questions have been asked, that's why we are dealing this topic. Otherwise we could have ignored it. So z is a function of x comma y. What will be your first target? First target would be that you find out zx, you find out zy. Z is a function of x comma y. Right? So first what you will do, you will find out zx, you will find out zy, put both of them equals to 0. So when you put both of them equals to 0, you will get some value of x and y, no? Like here you will get some function, here you will get some function. This function could also be in terms of xy, this function could also be in terms of xy. When you put both of them equals to 0, you will get some value of x comma y. So these points could be either maxima or minima, or this point could be saddle point, or this point could be none. Either maxima, minima, or saddle point, or none. Anything it is possible, right? So you have find out fx, you have find out fy, or you can say zx, you have find out zy, you have find out, put that equals to 0. After that what you will do, you will find out zxx, you will find out zxy, you will find out zyy, and you will find out zxy. Then you will make a term called d. What will be d? D will be multiplication of these two, zxx, zyy minus zxy whole square. This will be your d. Is the process clear? Z will be a function of x comma y. You need to find out zx, zy, zxx, zyy, zxy. Zx I will put 0, zy I will put 0, and then when I put them equals to 0, I will get some values of x and y. Whatever the value that I am getting, I will keep those values aside. I will find out zxx, zyy, zxy, and I will make this function d. Now this value I will put here. This value I will put here. Whatever the value that I got, I will put in the expression of d. Now based on the value of d, I will make some conclusion. If d is equals to 0, if d is less than 0, and if d is greater than 0. If d is equals to 0, no conclusion. No conclusion. Basically this question will not even be asked in your examination, that d equals to 0. Basically no conclusion is there. If d is less than 0, then saddle point. If d is less than 0, then x and y will be saddle point. This point will be saddle point. This will be your saddle point. And if d is greater than 0, then two cases we need to take. If d is greater than 0, then I will have to look at fx. What I will have to look at? Fx, or since we are talking about zxx, no? So I will look at zxx. If this is greater than 0, or if this is less than 0. So if this is greater than 0, then I will say it is the point of minima. And if this is less than 0, then I will say it is the point of maxima. This table you will have to remember. If d is equal to 0, no conclusion. D less than 0, saddle point. D greater than 0, then you will have to look at zxx. If it is greater than 0, then point of minima. If it is less than 0, then point of maxima. What is the process? That will also be clear. We will solve the problems. With respect to the problem, it will be completely clear to you. Z equals to x square plus y square. Find out the maximum and minimum value, point of minima, maxima, that you need to find out. First of all, can you draw the graph of this? Z equals to x square plus y square. Have we seen the graph? Absolutely, sir. It will be paraboloid, elliptical paraboloid. We have absolutely seen the graph. Elliptical paraboloid it would be. So since you have seen the graph, it will be going towards it till infinity, right? Till infinity. So since you have seen the graph, what do you know? That yes, 0, 0 will be the point of minima. Point of minima. So if this kind of questions are coming in the examination, no, and we know the graph, then without even doing any calculation, we will be able to tell the answer. But let's do the calculation. So Z is given. What you are supposed to find out? First of all, you are supposed to find out Zx. Then you are supposed to find out Zy and put both of them equals to 0. So what is Zx? What is Zx? I hope you know the meaning of Zx. Del Z by del x, right? These things we have already seen. Del Z by del x. And what is Zy? Zy is nothing but del Z by del y. And put both of them equals to 0. Put both of them equals to 0. So what is del Z by del x? Keeping y square as constant, 2x equals to 0. Keeping x square as constant, 2y equals to 0. So from here, which point you are getting? X comma y, the point you are getting is 0 comma 0. Now what we are supposed to find out? We are supposed to find out zxx. What is the value of zxx you will be getting? Sir, zx is zx. What was my zx here? Zx, what was my zx? Zx was 2x. And what was my zy? Zy was 2y. So what will be zxx? Differentiation of 2. What is zyy? Differentiation 2. And what is zxy? So differentiation with respect to x I have already done. Now I need to do with respect to y. So 2x, you need to differentiate 2x. Basically, what is zxy? Zxy is nothing but del y del x, right? Understandable? So del y del y, del z by del x. So del y del y, del z by del x is nothing but 2x. Now 2x is completely constant for y. So what will be the answer? 0. So you should have the practice now. So this term should be differentiated with respect to y. This term should be differentiated with respect to y. So what will be the differentiation? 2x will be constant, so differentiation will be 0. So zxx value we are having, zyy value we are having, and zxy value we will be having. Now we will make a term called d. What is d? Zxx, zyy minus zxy whole square. What is the value? So d is coming out to be 4. Now in this, in the expression of d, I need to put the value of x equals to 0, y equals to 0, but it is constant only, no? So value will be 4 only. Basically, let's just say d. What if d came out to be 4xy? If d came out to be 4xy, then I will put x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Value of d will come out to be 0. But it is a constant value. You are putting the point 0 comma 0, but actually it will be 4 only, right? So what is d? D is 4, which is greater than 0. D is greater than 0. Along with that, what is the value of zxx? Zxx value is 2, which is also greater than 0. What does that mean? This is the condition of d greater than 0. First of all, that means it could be maxima or minima. If zxx is greater than 0, what does that mean? It is the point of minima. So who is the point of minima? The point of minima is nothing but 0 comma 0. That's it. This is the conclusion that has been done. So these kind of questions are asked in the examination. Although if I just look at this question, I will be able to tell, sir, maxima will be at the infinity, minima will be at 0 comma 0, just by looking at the question, because I know the structure, right? But who knows, in the examination whatever can be asked. This question, z equals to x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 5. Can you draw the graph of this? Can you plot it? If you can draw z equals to x square plus y square, no, then you can plot this one as well. First, let's solve the problem. We need to talk about maxima and minima. So what I need to do? First, I need to find out zx. What will be zx? 2x plus 4. What will be zy? 2y minus 6. Right? zx will be 2x plus 4, it will be 2y minus 6. So what will be zx equals to 0? So from 2x plus y equals to 0, that means x equals to minus 2. X equals to minus 2. And zy equals to 0 if I put, that means 2y minus 6 equals to 0, so y equals to 3. So what will be my point of consideration? Critical point. Basically, what will be a critical point? Critical point will be sir nothing but minus 2 comma 3. So every discussion will be done on minus 2 comma 3. Now what I am supposed to find out? I am supposed to find out zxx. What is the value of zxx? That is 2. What is the value of zyy? That is also 2, right? And what is the value of zxy? This should be differentiated with respect to y, 0. What will be the value of d? D is zxx, you can find out, value is coming out to be 2. Zyy you can find out, differentiation with respect to y, 2. Zxy, that means this should be differentiated with respect to y. So 2x plus 4 will be constant only, answer is 0. So what is d? D is nothing but zxx zyy minus zxy whole square. So 2 into 2 4, 4 minus 0 whole square, answer is 4. So what is the value of d? D is greater than 0. What is the value of zxx? That is 2, that is also greater than 0. Both of these conditions are there. What does that mean? There is a point of minima. What is the point of minima? Point of minima is minus 2 comma 3. There you go. This is the answer. Minus 2 comma 3 is the point of minima. If you look closely, you can make the graph of this one as well. Shall I leave it up to you or shall I do it on my own? Let's do it. Let's draw the graph. Let's draw the graph of this. I have the page. Z equals to x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 5. Z equals to x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 5. I know the graph of z x square plus y square, no? This graph I know. Can I convert in this form? Look closely. X square plus 4x, a square plus 2ab, right? Plus 2 square. So it will be 2ab only. This could be written as 2 into a into b. What is the value of a? That is 2 square. Plus y square. Since I have added 4, I will have to subtract 4 as well. Plus y square minus 2 into a into b. 3 square I am adding. So if I have added 4, I will have to subtract as well. X plus 2 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square. This is minus 4, this is minus 9. So this will become minus 8. This is your z. Z is x plus 2 whole square, y minus 3 whole square, minus 8. This is your z. Right? So when z is equals to 0, like what I mean to say is that what could be the minimum value of z? Minimum value of z could be minus 8. Why is that so? Because what could be the minimum value of this? What I am asking, what could be the, now this is the scenario, this is the function. Now what could be the minimum value of z? So the minimum value of this function could be 0. Minimum value. And minimum value of this function could be 0. So minimum value of z could be minus 8. Right? I hope I have done the calculation correctly. First of all, let me check the calculation. X square plus 4 plus 4x plus y square plus 9 minus 6x minus 8. So x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y 13 minus 8 5 here. So here the minimum value could be 0 and here the minimum value could be 0. Because this is a positive value, no? Square will be always positive. X plus 2 whole square can have the minimum value of 0 only. This can also have minimum value of 0, minus 8. Minus 8 is a constant value. So z minimum will be minus 8 only. What will be the minimum value of z? That will be minus 8. And when it will occur? When your x plus 2 whole square is 0. When your x plus 2 whole square is 0, that means x has to be minus 2. And when your y plus y minus 3 whole square equals to 0, that means y has to be 3. So what did you understand? That at the point minus 2 comma 3, you will get the minimum value of z which is equals to minus 8. Without even doing any calculation, anything like that, you have understood that scenario here. And can you draw the graph now? Drawing the graph is not that difficult. Like if I know the graph of x square plus y square, if this is the graph of x square plus y square, if this is the graph of x square plus y square, then what will be the graph of x square plus y square minus 5? Then this graph will be shifted downward. No, the graph will be somewhat like this. The graph will be shifted downward. Right? So here if I draw the graph, it will not look that good. The point will be that it will be like bowl kind of structure only, but around the point minus 2 comma 3. Around the point minus 2 comma 3. Are you able to understand this point? Here it was 0 comma 0. No, it will be around the point minus 2 comma 3 and shifted a bit downward. So in 2D it will be tough to make. Minus 2 comma 3 will be somewhere here. So shifted downward. At minus 2 comma 3 it will give the value minus 8. So value will be minus 8. So value will be somewhere here. So this kind of a structure you will be getting. This kind of structure you will be getting. So let's try making it, although it will not look that good, but still I will try to make. This is your x, this is your y, this will be your minus x, this will be your z. So minus 2 will be here and here will be 3. This is minus 2 comma 0, this will be 0 comma 3. So this point will be minus 2 comma 0, but minus 2 comma 3, but at minus 2 comma 3, at x equals to minus 2 comma 3, the value of z will be minus 8. The value of z will be minus 8. The value of z will be minus 8. So are you able to understand the point that at minus 2 comma 3, the value of z will be minus 8. So this will be the point. At minus 2 comma 3, the value of z will be minus 8. The value of z will be minus 8. So this will be the point, and from here you will get the bowl kind of structure. Here you will get the bowl kind of structure. This bowl kind of structure you will be getting. This kind of graph you will get. So yes, it will also be a elliptical paraboloid only. There is no doubt in that. Elliptical paraboloid only. But yeah, making this structure was not very difficult for us because we could know that the minimum value will occur at minus 2 comma 3 and the point will be minus 8 only, which is pretty obvious. Here also minus 2 comma 3 you could have put, and here what will be the minimum value? It will occur at x equals to 0, y equals to 0 and z equals to 0 as well, because if you put 0 comma 0 here, value of z will also be 0. So here minimum value of z, what will be the minimum value of z? Minimum value of z will be 0 only. So 99% chances are there that most of the scenarios are there that this is a gate PYQ only. This is a gate PYQ. This is a gate PYQ only. So they also know that if a student does not remember anything, no, still if he has good enough intuition, if he can solve in this manner, then it is fine. Okay, a very good educator of engineering will always frame these kind of questions, that where he doesn't remember the process. This is simply the process that I am teaching. Zx equals to 0, zy equals to 0, zxs, zyy, zxy, then simply put this will be the point of minima. If someone does not remember the process, if he has a good brain, then he will be able to think in this manner, that yes, I can convert it into x plus a whole square plus y minus b whole square minus 8. So this will give you minimum value 0, 0 and minus 8. Minimum value will be minus 8. It will be occurring at minus 2 comma 3. That's it. That's the answer. So one of the option would be mentioned, the minima would occur at minus 2 comma 3 and the value will be minus 8. That's it. So this is how the graph would look like, and this is how the process would go on. Now what if I would have given this function? And this graph will be going till infinity, no? Till infinity it would be going. Now z would be the same function only. The same function, ditto same function. The ditto same function, and I am just putting the negative sign here. There you go. The same function, negative sign. Can you let me know what will be the point of maxima? What will be the point of maxima? Can you let me know what will be the point of maxima? Or will you get minima or maxima? Like here maxima will be at infinity, Point of minima is minus 2 comma 3. So what will be the point of maxima? And will you get minima or maxima? That also you need to tell. So if I just put minus here, then what will happen? This paraboloid that you have made, that will be simply inverted, no? The paraboloid will look somewhat like this. If here I would have put z equals to minus x square, not in this one. Here I would have put z equals to minus x square minus y square. Z equals to minus x square plus y square. If this is the scenario, then value of z would be always negative, no? Value of z will be always negative, because x square plus y square will be always positive. Always positive value multiply with negative, z will be always negative, right? So z value could be minus 1, 1, 2, 3. So what kind of paraboloid you would make? This kind of paraboloid you would make. So this point will become your point of a maxima, right? Because this is the maximum value of z you are getting. Maximum value of z could be 0. Otherwise all values will be minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. All the negative values would be there. So that will be the point of maxima. This will be the point of maxima. Now here in this scenario, what will happen? Think about it. In this scenario, what will happen? What will be the minimum value that we will be getting? So z could be written as, in this manner it could be written, x minus 2 whole square minus y minus 3 whole square plus 8. So what will be the maximum value of this? Maximum value of negative sign I am taking. Maximum value of this would be 0. What will be the maximum value of this? Maximum value of this will be also 0. So what will be the z max you will be getting if this is the new question? So here the z max, I am taking the negative sign also in action, because minus y minus 3 whole square could get a maximum value of 0. So z maximum would be nothing but 0 plus 0 plus 8. So what will be the maximum value? Maximum value of z would be 8, right? So what will happen? The point would remain same, but this point would go upward. What kind of parabola you would get? Paraboloid you would get. This kind of paraboloid you would get. It would be there at minus 2 comma 3 only, but the value will become plus 8 this time, right? What the value would become? Value would become plus 8 this time. So this point will go to plus 8, and this bowl kind of structure would look downward. Are you able to visualize? If you are not able to visualize, you can simply solve the problem, but I just want to give the visualization. I hope I am giving good enough visualization. Just I am putting up the negative sign, then this negative sign would go upward. Value of z would become, if it is minus 8, it would become plus 8. So plus 8, and the bowl would look downward. Bowl would look downward. Initially it is looking upward like this. Then it would look downward. So what this point would become? The upper point. That point would become minus 2 comma 3 comma plus 8. And at what point it would occur? It would occur at the same point, because maximum value it can give 0. At what value it will happen? At a minus 2 only. And what value it will happen? At a plus 3 only. So it will happen at minus 2 comma 3 only. Maxima you will get, this is the point of maxima. This is the point of maxima. So maxima you will get at minus 2 comma 3 only. That point is not changing, but the value is changing. Value has become plus 8, and the paraboloid would be looking from up to down. Here it is looking from down to up. Are you able to visualize? That's why we are studying functions of two variables. I hope you are able to visualize. Okay, let's proceed with the next question. Function, it is given maxima minima, we need to find out. Here the making of the graph will be difficult, right? I guess it is hyperbola as far as I think. X square y, making the graph here it will be difficult. Here we need to follow the process. So let's follow the process, and most of the chances are there that we will be getting the saddle point, because I feel it is a hyperbola. In hyperbola we get the saddle point only. Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out. So what we are supposed to do? First we are supposed to differentiate with respect to x, right? So what I will do? 2xy minus 3y plus 1, right? Is that clear? Differentiation, partial differentiation with respect to x. So 2xy minus 3y, 2y will be 0, x 1. Yeah. Then fy we need to do. So for fy, x square will be constant minus 3x plus 2. Differentiation with respect to y we are doing, right? Differentiation with respect to y we are doing. So this will become x square minus 3x plus 2. Differentiation of x will be 0. Put both of them equals to 0. So first I will put 2xy minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. So it is the equation of x comma y. Other equation I am having x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. So from here I will get the value of x equals to 1 and 2, right? So f1 and 2 I will put here and I will get the value of y. So when I put x equals to 1, what I am getting? 2y minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. So what value I am getting? Y equals to 1. So when x is 1, y is 1. So x comma y value, what we are getting? When x is 1, y is 1. And when I put x equals to 2 here, when I put x equals to 2, what I am getting? 4y minus 3y plus 1. So equals to 0. So value of y is coming out to be minus 1. So value of y is coming out to be minus 1. So 2 comma minus 1. These are our point of consideration. Is that clear to you? So fx I find out, fy I find out. Fx came out to be 2xy minus 3y plus 1. Fy came out to be x square minus 3x plus 2. Both equals to 0. Then value of x I am getting, two values I am getting, 1 and 2. With respect to 1, the value of y I am getting is 1. With respect to 2, the value of y I am getting is minus 1. Okay. So 1 comma 1, 2 comma minus 1. So these are the points I am having. Okay. So these are my points of consideration. Every discussion will go around these 2 points. So I need to find out the value of fxx now. What will be the value of fxx? So differentiation with respect to x. 3y will be treated as constant. This will be also gone. Answer will be 2y only. Differentiation with respect to x. What will be fyy? Differentiation with respect to y. That would be 0 because it is completely a function of x. So differentiation with respect to y will be 0. Differentiation with respect to x here will be 2y only. And what will be fxy? So fxy will be this. Sorry, this should be differentiated with respect to y. This function should be differentiated with respect to y. Or you can say this function should be differentiated with respect to x. So answer will be 2x minus 3. You differentiate this function with respect to y, answer will be 2x minus 3 only. So we have find out fxx, fyy and fxy. So what will be our d? D will be fxx dot fyy minus fxy whole square. So fxx is 2y, fyy is 0 minus what is fxy? That is 2x minus 3 whole square. This is your d. So what is your d? 2x minus 3 whole square. And directly you can see, sir, no matter whether I put this point or this point, this will be always negative. No, 2x minus 3 will always be negative. Because this is always positive. This much number is always positive. Always positive multiply with negative. So d will always be negative. No matter whichever the point you put. I don't even need to put the point. I don't even need to put 1 comma 1, 2 comma minus 1. Why would I put 1 here? I know that value will be negative only. If I put 2 here, that also value will be negative only. D is always less than 0. D is always less than 0. What does that mean? These are always your saddle points. Both of the points are neither maxima nor minima. They are the saddle points. Saddle points. And it must be hyperbola. Okay, hyperbolic structure you will be getting, hyperboloid you will be getting, but that visualization is difficult. Someday else I will give you that visualization, but that is not very helpful for you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure in the examination either you will get a paraboloid, which is this one, or you will get a conic structure, or you will get sphere, or you might get a paraboloid as hyperparaboloid as well. So this structure also we may see. I will try to include it in the integral calculus. There we will see this structure. Okay, or you can simply put this into ChatGPT and you can ask him that generate a 3D plot for me. So he will generate the 3D plot. You would see that a lot of hyperbolas are going upward. So in hyperbola you will never get a maxima or minima. You will always get saddle point only. Okay. So just as I saw it, I got to know that most of the chances are there that they will be saddle point only, and I could see here D is always coming negative. If D is negative, there is no point of discussion, right? Understandable? Well and good. Okay, then let's see the next question. This is the question. You need to find out the minimum value, maximum value, whatever it is, where it would occur. At 1 comma 2 it would occur, no? See this whole function. This will be always positive, this will be always positive, this will be always positive, this will be always positive. Power 4, always positive, always positive. So minimum value will occur at 1 comma 2 and the value will be 0. Minimum value will occur at 1 comma 2 and the value will be 0. This I already know. But yes, we can follow the process. Let's follow the process. What will be the value of fx? So needlessly in the examination they will give very large expression and you will feel like that, sir, oh, I will have to do fx, fy, but minimum value of this will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, where it would occur at x equals to 1, y equals to 2, job done. That's it, that's the answer. But if we follow the process, then this is how we will have to do. Here 2 x minus y, y minus 2 whole square will be common, plus 4 x minus y to the power 3, right? This is your fx, this is your fy, 2 y minus 2, 2 x minus 1 whole square, y minus 2 plus 4 y minus 2 to the power 3, right? We will put both of them equals to 0, fx equals to 0 I will put, and fy equals to 0 I will put. Look here, x minus 1 will come common, then inside it something square and some power of x you will be getting. Directly you can see that only one point you will get. You put x equals to 1 here, y equals to 2 you put, and you know that the value will come out to be 1 comma 2 only, right? Value of xy. These kind of equation, if equation is looking very complex, no, then you can directly see that here if I put x equals to 1, y equals to 2, this will become 0. Here if I put y equals to 2, x equals to 1, this will become 0. Then only one point is there, which is 1 comma 2. So this is my point of consideration. 1 comma 2 is my point of consideration. Now I need to find out the value of fxx. That means this should be differentiated with respect to x. So 2 you will be getting. This should be differentiated with respect to x. So you will be getting 2 y minus 2 whole square, because x minus 1. This will be treated as constant and x minus 1 differentiation will be 1. And here you will get 12 x minus 1 whole square. Then fyy I need to find out. What I will get? 2 plus 2 x minus 1 whole square plus 12 y minus 2 whole square. Then fxy I need to find out. This should be differentiated with respect to y. So what I will getting? 4 y minus 2. This is the scenario we are getting, right? Now what I need to find out? D I need to find out. What will be D? fxx fyy minus fxy whole square. Now if you see, calculation will be very complex, no? But what which point we need to put? 1 comma 2. Like basically if I write down the fxx again, fyy again, then do the whole square, it will be very complex. But our matter of consideration is at 1 comma 2, no? So what is the value of fxx at 1 comma 2? That is, this will become 0, this will become 0, that is 2 only. And what is the value of fyy at 1 comma 2? That will be 2. And what is the value of fxy at 1 comma 2? That is 0. So here what value you will be getting? 4. So D is coming out to be 4, which is greater than 0. D is greater than 0. And what is fxx? Fxx at 1 comma 2 is also greater than 0. What does that mean? This is a point of minima, right? If this is the scenario, that means it is the point of minima. This is the condition of minima. So 1 comma 2 is the point of minima. And what will be the minimum value of f? If you put 1 comma 2 here, the minimum value will be 0. There you go. This is the answer. And it was pretty obvious as well. So we solved the problem. Fxx we got, fyy we got, fxy we got. Then find out the D. Now we know that, sir, D is looking very complex. So instead of doing the complex calculation, our matter of consideration would be at 1 comma 2 only. So at 1 comma 2 I find out the value of fxx, fyy, fxy. Put the value here. D is greater than 0. Fxx is also greater than 0. That means it is a point of minima. Let's solve more problems. Next question. What we need to find out? Here, what is given? Ct is given. X and y are operational variable. You need to find out the optimal value of Ct. That means either Ct is the cost actually. Okay, this is the cost to a company. This is a cost to a company. So you would want the cost to be minimum always. So this question is half written. This is a gate PYQ only. So I know that it was completely written in the gate examination that it is the cost. You would want the cost to be minimum. So what should be the minimum value of the cost? This is what they are asking. Okay, so you can try doing it on your own. What we need to do? We need to find out the point of minima only, right? We need to find out the point of minima. So this is the cost, which is a function of x comma y. Cost is a function of x comma y. So 2x plus divided by xy plus y plus 5. So what I will do? First I will find out fx. 2 plus this will be treated as constant minus 1 by x square, and rest everything will be treated as constant. What will be Fy? This will be 0, this will be 1, and this will be treated as constant only, divided by y square. I hope you will be able to find out fx and fy on your own. This much you will be able to do. 2x 2, then 12,000 by y will be treated as constant. 1 by x will have the differentiation of 1 by x square minus 1 by x square. This will be y, which will be constant 0. Here 2x will be constant, y will have the differentiation of 1, differentiation of 5 will be 0. Here 12,000 by x will be constant, differentiation of y will 1 by y will be minus 1 by y square. So this is the scenario we are getting, and both of them we will equate to 0. So what I will be getting? So here I will be getting is 12,000 divided by x square y, which is negative, plus 2 equals to 0, right? So x square y from here I am getting, that is 6,000, and from here if I equate it to 0, so from here xy square I am getting as 12,000. Okay, so what I can do, I can find out the value of x and y. So I will take a break as well, and I will do the calculation as well. Okay, I will take a break, along with that I will do the calculation as well. You can also do the calculation. Here is some cubic form would come, right? Because x square y is given, xy is given, so some cubic form would come, and then we will be able to solve. So I will do the calculation, I will write down the value of x and y, and then we will solve. Okay, so you can do the calculation on your own, and you can find out the optimal value. Basically, whatever the value of x comma y you are getting now, some value of x comma y you will get. Now you would say that, sir, it could be the point of maxima, it could be the point of minima, it could be the saddle point as well. But in the examination, if they are asking the question, and that too NAT type of question, then you will have to believe that yes, it would be minima only. Okay, although you can check, you can find out the value of x, we will check as well. We will find out the value of fy as well, and then we will check it is the point of minima. But in the examination, if they are asking, you just need to find out this point and put this point in this equation, job done. Okay, in the examination you will not have to do anything else, right? Because if they are asking the question, that means whatever the point that you are getting, that has to be the point of minima, that will not be a saddle point or anything else. Okay, so let me take a break, I will take a break as well, I will do the calculation as well, and then we will solve more problems. Yeah, so did you solve this equation? So how we will solve it? So from here I can get the value of y. No, I need the value of xy. So what I can do is that from this equation I can get the value of y, which is 6,000 divided by x square, right? What is y? Y is nothing but 6,000 divided by x square, and the next equation that is given is xy square equals to 12,000. Xy square equals to 12,000. So 12 into 10 to the power 3 I am writing. Okay, 12,000. So x into what is y square? Y square will become 6 into 6 into 10 to the power 6, right? 6,000 into 6,000 divided by x square into x square, that will become x to the power 4. So 12 into 10 to the power 3. So this will get cancelled out. X from here. So from here you can find out the value of x. No, it will become cube root of what? Cube root of what? 10 to the power 3 to here. This will become 3,000. Right? Cube root of 3,000 it will become. What will be the cube root of 3,000? That will be 14.42. So cube root of 3,000 it will become, which will be 14.42. So value of x is coming out to be 14.42. Now I need to find out the value of y. So simply do the square, though from here you can get the value of y. Simply do the square of this. Simply do the square of this. Then take the reciprocal and then multiply with 6,000. What you are getting? 28.84. 28.84. So the point is coming out to be x comma y. The point that has come out to be 14.42, 28.84. Now sir, whether this is the point of minima or maxima, sir, that I don't know as of now. But you will have to believe it, and in the examination you will have to believe that this will be the point of minima only. You will have to believe that, and you need to find out the minimum value of CT. So what you will do? Simply put 2 into 14.42 plus 12,000 divided by x into y, which is 14.42 into 28.84. Very crude calculation, but yeah, it is what it is. Plus y, which is 28.84 plus 5. Let me turn off the internet. Plus 5. So what is the answer we are getting? So all these values we will put and we need to get the answer, which I have already written actually, or I don't write down. I haven't written, so I will have to do the calculation. So 12,000 divided by 14.42 divided by 28.84 plus 5, 28.84. 91.56. The value you are getting is 91.56. That's the answer that you are getting. That's the answer. Okay, so I would have written the answer only here. Yeah, 91.5. So 91.56 is the answer. Now sir, why this is the point of minima or not? So that we can check. What we are checking, whether it is the point of minima or not. Whether this is the point of minima or not. So that we can check. For that, what we need to find out? We need to find out fxx. What is the value of fxx? Sir, fxx will become, you have to differentiate with respect to x. So this will become 0. This will be x to the power minus 2. So minus 2 will come in front. So it will become 24,000 divided by x cube y, right? Because minus x to the power minus 2 will come in front, this will become minus 3. So 24,000 x cube y. What will be fyy? Fyy will become, what will happen? This is the same only, no? Yes, so here minus 2 will also come in front and goes downward. So 24,000 xy cube. And what will be fxy? You need to differentiate this with respect to y. This with respect to y. So it will become 12,000 divided by x square y square. Again, the calculation will be complex here. We need to put these points now, 14.4 to 28.84. You put these points and find out the values. So find out the value of fxx. Which point I need to consider? 14.4 to 28.84. So what will be the value of fxx you are getting? 14.42 whole cube into 28.84. Then take the under root, multiply with 24,000. 0.277. What will be the value of fyy? So 28.84 whole cube into 14.42 reciprocal into 24,000. 0.069. And what will be fxy? 14.42 whole square into 28.84 into 28.84 का reciprocal into 12,000. 0.069 only. Again, let me do this calculation. Who knows, I have done it incorrect. 14.42 into 14.42 into 28.84 into 28.84 reciprocal into 12,000. Yes, you are getting the same value. So On these points we are getting these values. Now what is the value of d? Value of d will be fxx into fyy minus fxy whole square. 0.0277 0.277 into 0.069 minus 0.069. 0.277 into 0.069 minus whole square of 0.069. This value is coming out to be 0.0143. So you can see here d is greater than 0, along with that fxx is also greater than 0. What does that mean? It is the point of minima only, right? So yes, it was the point of minima. So although this thing you don't need to do in the examination hall, you have to trust that yes, if they are framing the question, that means this has to be the point of minima. Simply put this point and you get your answer. Okay, so this will be the point of minima only. You will have to trust it. Okay. Now this is the question. fxy equals to 2 plus 2x minus x square minus y square. You need to find out the absolute maximum value of fxy on the triangular plate in the first quadrant bounded by the lines x equals to 0, y equals to 0, y equals to 9 minus x. So first you draw these lines. X equals to 0, y equals to 0, you know. What is y equals to 0? Y equals to 0 is the x-axis. What is x equals to 0? That is y-axis. So what is the equation of x equals to 0? So the equation of x equals to 0 is this. Equation of x equals to 0. What is the equation of y equals to 0? So this is the equation of y equals to 0. This is your y equals to 0. It will proceed x equals to 0. And what is the equation of this? Could be written as x plus y equals to 9. So x plus y equals to 9 will be somewhat like this. This will be the equation of x plus y equals to 9. And why I am making only in the first quadrant? Because it is given. It is given that you need to consider the region only in the first quadrant and area bounded by this much. So what does that mean? What they are asking? They are asking that with respect to the value of x and y, you will make the function fxy. With respect to the value of x and y, you will make the function fxy. No, this is x, this is y. With respect to that, you will make fxy. So you make the function only in the region, only in this much region. Only in this much region you make the function. Only in this much region you make the function, which is 0, 9 and 9, 0. Only in this much region you make the function. Only in this much region you make the function. Only in this much region you make the function. And when you make the function, what will be the maximum value of that? This is what they are asking. Only in this much region you make the function, and what will be the maximum value there? This is what they are asking. Okay, understandable? So let's get started. What we will do? Differentiate fx equals to 0, I will put fy equals to 0, I will get a point, and I will assume that that will be the point of maxima only. I will not check. I will simply assume that it will be the point of maxima and put the value and get the answer. Or I can check as well. Let's get started. So what I will do, first I will find out fx, differentiation with respect to x. What will be the answer? 2 minus 2x. Differentiation with respect to y. What will be the answer? 2 minus 2y. When I put them equals to 0, what I will be getting? If I put fx equals to 0, what I will be getting? X equals to 1. When I put 2 minus 2x equals to 0, I will be getting x equals to 1. When I put 2 minus 2y equals to 0, I will be getting y equals to 1. So the point will be 1, 1. So 1, 1 will be my matter of consideration. Now it is the point of maxima or minima that I don't know, but I can trust that it will be the point of maxima only. Whether it is a point of maxima or minima, that I don't know. Secondly, one more thing I need to check, whether this 1, 1 is lying in this region or not. So 1, 1 will lie in this region or not. What is this region? This region is x greater than 0, greater than or equals to 0, y greater than or equals to 0, or you can say x plus y less than equals to 9. This is the region, no? Area bounded. So 1, 1 will be lying somewhere here, no? Because if you put 1 here, 1, 1 if you put, so 2 less than 1, 1 if you put here, so 2 less than equals to 9. Is it correct? Yes, it is correct. That means yes, 1 comma 1 will be lying here. That means 1 comma 1 has to lie here. 1 comma 1 has to lie inside the region. Yes, 1 comma 1 is lying in this region. So at 1 comma 1, what is the value that you are getting? But 1 comma 1 is the point of maxima or not? So that we need to check. So let's find out fxx. What will be the value of fxx? That will be minus 2. What will be the value of fyy? That will also be minus 2. And what will be the value of fxy? Differentiation with respect to y, that will be 0. Okay. What will be the value of d? fxx fyy minus fxy whole square. So answer will be 4. So d is greater than 0, but fxx is less than 0. fxx is less than 0. What does that mean? That means it is the condition of maxima only. Right? I told you, I hope you remember this table. D greater than 0, D less than 0. D equals to 0, no conclusion. D less than 0, saddle point. D greater than 0, then fxx and fxx you need to take. If it is greater than 0, then maxima. If it is less than 0, sorry, if it is greater than 0, then minima. If it is less than 0, then maxima. Right? So yeah, it is the point of maxima. That means what does that mean? 1 comma 1 is the point of maxima. Is the point of maxima. Right? Now you put 1 comma 1 here. 2 plus put 1 comma 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 1. What is the value we are getting? 6 minus 2. 2 plus 2 plus 6 minus 2, answer is 4. So this is the answer. This is the maximum value you will be getting. This is the value of f max. Maximum value will be 4. You can draw its graph as well. Very easily you can draw its graph. Very easily. How you can think? fxy, fxy, fx comma y. How will you think? fx comma y is given as minus x square plus 2x minus x square minus 2x. Okay, minus x square minus 2x I am writing down. Then minus y square minus 2y plus 2. Is that correct? Is that correct? Right? The same way. And then I can think that it could be written as minus x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 1 minus y square minus 2y plus 1 minus 1 plus 2. So what you are getting here, and along with that, when I have subtracted minus plus 1 minus 1 I have done. Okay, no issue. So what I will do, this will become x minus 1 whole square minus 1 minus y minus 1 whole square minus 1 plus 2. So what we are getting, minus x minus 1 whole square. This minus minus will become plus 1. Then after that, minus y minus 1 whole square, minus minus will become plus 1. So plus 1 from here, plus 1 from here, plus 2, this will become plus 4. What will be the maximum value of this one? Maximum value of this will be 0. What will be the maximum value of this? That will also be 0. What is the answer? Answer is 4. So what will be the f max? Maximum value of negative. This will be always positive, and then there is a negative sign. That means it will be always negative. So 0 plus 4. So what is the f max value? F max value is 4. So in the examination, I always told you they will ask these kind of questions only where student can think as well. Here out of the box I am thinking and I got the answer. F max value is 4. Okay. Nothing I have done. Simply I have thought there what could be the maximum value. So here the value is, f max value is 4. Now someone would say that, sir, if I follow this method, I got to know that, sir, 1 comma 1 is a point of maxima. But who told it is the global maxima? It could be local maxima as well. No, sir, in your 2D graph, when we used to study about the functions of single variable, I used to get a point of maxima. Let's just say I got a point of maxima, but who knows what could be the maximum value? Maximum value could be somewhere here. Are you able to understand this point? Who knows this graph is going from minus infinity to plus infinity? So this is not the maximum value. Maximum value you will get plus infinity or somewhere here in a particular range you can get. Let's just say I take this range, but point of maximum will come here, but what will be the maximum value? Maximum value will be this one, no? If I take the range from A to B, if I take the range from A to B and I ask you what is the maximum value, you find the maxima came out to be at this point, which is point C. So at point C you find out the value f of C. Will it be the maximum value? No. You will have to draw the graph. When you draw the graph, you will get to know that, sir, actually the maximum value coming out to be at this point. So maximum value will be f of B, not f of C. So value will be f of B. Maximum value will be f of B, not f of C. So here as well, sir, you find out the point of maxima. How you can say in this range, who knows, some higher value we are getting? Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. And you cannot even verify that. So it is having some risk. This particular method here is having some risk. Who knows, you are getting some more maximum value. Are you able to understand this point? Who knows, you are getting some more maximum value, no? I hope you are able to understand with respect to the example of 2D. With respect to the example of 2D, what we used to do? We used to draw the graph in 2D. I used to say that, yes, this is the point of maxima. Here you are getting some value which is maximum, which is higher than the nearby values. No, this is a local maxima. It is not necessary that it will be the global maxima. It could be the global maxima as well. Who knows, it is the global maxima only. If the graph is starting from minus infinity and going towards minus infinity as well, then yes, it will be the global maxima. Right? Are you able to understand what I am saying? It could be global maxima, it could be local maxima as well. In this case, if I take the range between A to B, what will be the maximum value? Maximum value will be f of C. No, it will be f of B. So similarly, sir, where they have given me this region, in this region there would be other points as well. No, there would be some point, let's just say 8, 1. Right? Now that 8, 1, at 8, 1, who knows, I may get higher value. Although you will not get the higher value, because in this method we have verified. Maximum value will be 4 only. At 8, 4 you will not get it. You will get it at 1, 1 only. But who knows, sir, if I follow this method only at 8, 1, who knows, I may get a higher value. I don't know. Right? Because you have find out only the maxima. It is local maxima, not the absolute maxima or not the global maxima. What it is? It is local maxima. Local maxima. So local maxima will give the absolute highest value of the function that is not certain. So yes, you are taking a risk here. Are you able to understand this point? For sure you are taking a risk here. So in the examination, they will not ask these kind of questions. When they ask the question, that means whatever that you have find out, whatever the value that you have find out, whatever the point that you have find out, that will be global maxima only. And in this case, we have verified that it is actually the global maxima. This kind of graph we are not getting. We will be getting some this kind of graph and this kind of bowl structure. So this is global maxima only. Otherwise, sir, what if it is not a global maxima? How we will verify? So always you should verify at the boundary points. Are you able to understand this point? Where you will verify? You will verify at the boundary points. What I mean to say is that I will put 9, 0, I will put 0, 9, I will put 0, 0 in these equations, and I will see if I am getting higher value than this or not. Again, it is a crude way. Boundary points we have to verify. Okay. So I will take this kind of question where after differentiation, whatever the points we will get, no, those points will not be maxima or minima. They will be saddle points. So if that is a saddle point, then how we will solve that kind of question, that we will take. Don't worry about it. Okay. So let's take that question only now. Here it was very easy. We got the point 1, 1. We put the value. We got the maximum value is 4. Here also we got the maximum value to be 4 only. But sir, it is actually a local maxima or it is a global maxima. I cannot comment. So in these kind of questions, what I will do? So let's take that question only. We will solve these questions later on. Let's take this question. So here I have written old question. It was asked in 1995. Okay, it was asked in GATE 1995. Okay. It might not be asked now. Why is that so? Because calculation will be lengthy here. Let's check the calculation. What we will do in these kind of questions. So again, sir, they are asking what they are asking. They are asking the absolute maximum and minimum value of fxy on a rectangular plate. What is that rectangular plate? The rectangular plate is having the value of x between 0 to 5, value of x between 0 to 5, and value of y between 0 to -3. So in this rectangular plate, whatever the values of x and y you are having, no, whatever the values of x and y you are having, those values you need to put. Okay, so when you make the graph, you make the graph making sure that In this range, whatever the values you are having, those values you will put, and based on that you will make the graph. Five comma 0 and 0 comma and minus 3 comma 0 comma minus 3. So in this range only you will make the graph, and you will need to tell the maximum value. This is the question. Understandable? Maximum and minimum value also you need to take. So let's get started. What I will do, first of all I will find out fx. What will be my fx? 2x minus y minus 6. 2x, y square will be 0, here x constant minus 6. 2x minus y minus 6. What will be my fy? Fy will be minus x minus 2y. Minus x minus 2y. Understandable? Minus x differentiation with respect to y, differentiation with respect to y. Okay. Both I will equate to 0. That means 2x minus y minus 6 equals to 0. So from here I am getting 2x equals to y plus 6. And here I am putting minus x minus 2y equals to 0. So 2y equals to minus x. Right? So y equals to minus x by 2. Y equals to minus x by 2 plus 6. So it is 5x by 2 equals to 6. X equals to 12 by 5. X is coming out to be 2.4. And if I put 2.4 here, y is coming out to be minus 1.2. So the point is 2.4 minus 1.2. This is the point, right? So this is my point of concentration. So at this point I need to check other values. So let's find out fxx first. Differentiation with respect to x, that is 2. Then I will find out fyy, that will be minus 2. Then fxy, this should be differentiated with respect to y, that means minus 1. Okay, so what will be the value of d? Fxx fyy minus fxy square. So minus 4 plus 1, which is coming out to be minus 3. Okay, it is minus 1 only. It is coming out to be minus 5 only. Minus 4 minus 1, it is minus 5 only. D less than 0. What does that mean? This point is nothing but saddle point. This point is nothing but saddle point. So it cannot give you maximum or minimum value. It is a saddle point. D less than 0. Okay. Now sir, at this point I will not get maximum or minimum value. Now what do I do? So now boundary points we need to check. What all are the boundary points from 0 to 5 minus 3 to 0? So what all your point of concentration would be there? So point of concentration would be x equals to 0, y equals to minus 3. Okay. What all point of concentration would be there? X equals to 0, y equals to minus 3. Then x equals to 0, y equals to 0. X equals to 0, y equals to 0. Then x equals to 5, y equals to minus 3. X equals to 5, y equals to minus 3. And x equals to 5, y equals to 0. X equals to 5, y equals to 0. So these 4 will be your point of concentration. Along with that, some other points will also come. So at these 4 points, check the values. Check the values. Check the value of fxy. Check the value of fxy. At these points, you need to check the values of fxy. Okay. Along with that, other points will be there. What all other boundary points would be there? So let's talk about the other boundary points. Other boundary points. What will be the other boundary points? Look, x equals to 0 you will put. X equals to 0 you will put, but y as a variable. X equals to 0, y as a variable. X equals to 0, y as a variable. Sir, if you are saying that this question is not, this question will not be asked in the examination, then why you are taking? Because this is a gate PYQ, and in the gate PYQ solution, I have seen that this has been given wrong. Everywhere the wrong answer is given. Everywhere. You see any PYQ book, everywhere wrong answer is given. So that's why I thought that let's make it correct. So they check only at these points, and they check at the saddle point, and then whatever the maximum and minimum value they get, they say that yeah, that's the maximum value and that's the minimum value. No, that's not the only concern. Other concern is that boundary points also we will check, keeping x as 0, a constant value, and y as a variable. So what function I will be getting? x as 0 and y as a variable, function I will be getting is minus y square plus 2. So this is the function I am getting. Now at what value of y this function will get maximum or minimum value? So for that what I need to do? I need to differentiate it and then put that equals to 0. Differentiate it and then put that equals to 0. So what is the value we are getting? Y equals to 0. So that means another point, when boundary points means x equals to 0 I put. When I put x equals to 0 and y as a variable, then minus y square plus 2 I am getting. Now at y equals to 0, this will get either maximum value or minimum value, that I don't care. Another point of consideration is 0 comma 0. This is the other point I am getting. Now other boundary point I will take x equals to minus 5 or minus 5 or plus 5 plus 5. X equals to plus 5. Right, x equals to plus 5. So this time what I will do? X equals to plus 5 I will put, but y as a variable. X equals to plus 5 I will put, but y as a variable. So 25 minus 5y, 25 minus 5y plus minus y square minus 30 plus 2 minus y square. अरे minus आएगा plus है भाई, minus 30 plus 2. Again and again I forget the function. So whatever the value that I am getting, now I will have to differentiate it and put that equals to 0. So minus 5 minus 2y, because rest all the things are constant, put that equals to 0. What is the value I am getting? Minus 2.5. So other point of consideration would be at y equals to minus 2.5, either this function will be maximum or minimum, whatever it would be, that I don't care. But other point of consideration came out to be 5 comma minus 2.5. This is the other point of consideration. So these are the 4 points of consideration. Along with that 0 comma 0 also came into action. Then this also came into action. Similar boundary points I would do with respect to y as well. So value of y is given from minus 3 to 0. So if y is 0, then x as a variable. Y is 0, x as a variable. Which function I will be getting? Y is 0, x as a variable. So x square minus 6x plus 2. X square minus 6x plus 2. Differentiate. 2x minus 6 equals to 0. So what is the value of x you are getting? X equals to 3. So other point of consideration is x equals to 3, y equals to 0. This is another point of consideration. Then y equals to minus 3. So x, y equals to minus 3. X square, y equals to minus 3. So plus 3x, y equals to minus 3. So minus 9 minus 6x minus 9 minus 6x plus 2. So this has become x square minus 3x minus 11. Right? Now I will have to differentiate it and put that equals to 0. So 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So x is coming out to be 1.5. Okay. So what is the point you are getting? Minus 3 comma 1.5. So what all are your points of consideration? Points of consideration. So points of consideration would be saddle point and other points that we have written down. So points of consideration. What will be your points of consideration? So first of all, first point will be saddle point. Who knows at the saddle point as well you are getting the maximum or minimum value, which is not which is pretty obvious that you will not get it, right? Then 0 comma minus 3, 0 comma minus 3, 0 comma 0, 5 comma minus 3, 5 comma 0, 0 comma minus 3, 5 comma minus 3, 0 comma 0 and 5 comma 0. On the next page you got 0 comma 0, which has been already written, then 5 comma minus 2.5, 5 comma minus 2.5, then you get 3 comma 0, then you get minus 3 comma 1.5. So all these are your points of consideration. All these are your points of consideration. At all these points you will find out the value of fx comma y. Some value you will get to be maximum and some value you will get to be minimum. Okay, all these points, at all these points you will find out the value of f of x comma y. Whichever the value is maximum, that will be your maximum value. Whichever the value is minimum, that will be your minimum value. Basically what you will do is that f of 2.4 comma minus 1.2 you will find out. All these values you will find out. Okay, which I am not going to do. You can do it on your own. What I am going to do, I am going to find out only the value where I know that maximum and minimum I will be getting. So I am going to find out only at 5 comma minus 2.5. Okay, and at minus 3 comma 1.5. So have I written down these values or not? Have I written down the answer? Yes, I have written down the answer. So the value will come out to be at 1, it will come out to be 13 by 4, where it would come out to be 13 by 4. So I will have to find out the value. Okay, so at 5 comma minus 2.5. 5 comma minus 2.5. So let's write down the function again. X square minus xy minus y square minus 6x plus 2. X square minus xy. Look, let me do one thing. I will write down the function and I will write down all the values. At all these points, I will write down the values. Obviously, using the ChatGPT, I will write down the values and then I will show you which value is maximum, which value is minimum. Okay. So let me take a break. I will take a break as well and I will write down all the values for you. Okay. All these values I will write down. On this page, I will ask the ChatGPT to write down the values. Using the ChatGPT, I will write down the value and then I will show you that maxima and minima are occurring at these 2 points. So these are your points of consideration. Now the question would be that, sir, how we will solve these kind of question in the examination hall? It will not come in the examination hall. Okay. So then, sir, why did you take it? Just to let you know this is the correct solution, because I have seen the class notes as well. I have seen the PYQ book as well. Everywhere it is solved wrong. They only take these points in consideration. But we need to take boundary points along with that, those boundary points where you can get the maximum or minimum. So all these points we need to take in consideration and we will get the answer. Sir, why it came in GATE 1995 then? At that time, the examination used to be subjective. So all these kind of analysis you would do in the subjective manner. All these points you will write down, everything you will do, and then you will get 5 to 6 marks there. It would be a question of 5 marks or 6 marks. So examination used to be subjective at that time. So for subjective paper, this kind of question came. For a objective, this question came in 2017 as far as I remember. This came in 2017. Okay, this came in GATE 2017. So here you would know that first of all, one could have solved in this manner. This is the best possible way of solving this question. And other one is that if 1 comma 1 you are getting, then you will have to trust your intuition that it will be the point of maximum only. But here in this question, what really happened? In this question, what really happened was it came a saddle point. So now at the saddle point, you cannot comment whether it will be maxima or minima. So you have to check at the other points as well. Okay. So let's write down those points. Let me pause the video. I will write down those points. Yeah, welcome back. So these are the values we are getting. Okay. So when I put the values, this is the function. When I put these values, then these are the values I am getting. So you can see that this is the minimum value and this is the maximum value. Okay. So usually I have seen that minimum value they will say -7, maximum value they will say 3, which is wrong actually. Maximum value is we are getting at 5 comma minus 2.5, which we were getting from here, right? They don't even take this point into consideration. 5 comma minus 2.5. Will that be lying in the range? Absolutely. 5 comma minus 5 comma minus 2.5. Is it lying in the range? X equals to 5 and y is minus 2.5. Yes. X equals to 5 and y is minus 2.5. Yes, it is lying in the range only. So at this point, what value we are getting? We are getting 3.25 and 1.5 comma minus 3. Yes, this is also lying. What value we are getting? Minus 9.25. So all these values we need to check and then we will be able to comment maximum and minimum value. So in the examination, hopefully this kind of question will not come, but who knows what may come in the examination hall. So if you see that, if you just start solving a particular problem and you see that, sir, when I solved it, I got to know that it is a saddle point, you should stop here. You should leave that question there only. Let's just say this question came in the examination hall. Now it is a GATE examination. You will get 3 minutes for solving a particular problem. You solved it. You got to know that, sir, it is a saddle point. Drop it here. Because once you get to know that it is a saddle point, that means you will have to check all these points. If it was a point of maxima or minima, then also you can think something. But if it is a saddle point, drop it here and then proceed in the next question. Okay. Right. Let's solve more problems. More problems are there. So where we left at this particular question. So let's solve this question now. Fxy is given. Which of the following statements are true? You need to talk about saddle point, local maxima, minima. Basically, I will have to find out the value of fx. What that would be? Differentiation with respect to x. That will be nothing but x only. I will have to find out the value of fy. What that would be? That would be nothing but 4y cube divided by 2 minus y. Right? 4y cube divided by 2 minus y. Now I will put fx equals to 0. and fy equals to 0. So what answers I am getting? Here y will be common. So this is nothing but 2y cube, no? This is 2y cube minus y. So y will become common. This will become 2y square minus 1. So value of y you are getting is 0, 1 by under root 2 and minus 1 by under root 2. So what will be your points of consideration? X equals to 0, y equals to 0, x equals to 0, y equals to 1 by under root 2 and x equals to 0 and y equals to minus 1 by under root 2. These are your points of consideration. Okay. So for that we need to find out the value of fxx. What is the value of fxx? Differentiation with respect to x, that is 1. What is the value of fyy? Differentiation with respect to y. What answer you will be getting? This is already 2y cube. 2y cube it is, so it will become 6y square. 6y square minus 1. 6y square minus 1. And what is the value of fxy? So differentiation with respect to y, that will be 0. So what is the value of d now? fxx dot fyy minus fxy whole square. So answer is 6y square minus 1. So this is the value of d. D is coming out to be 6y square minus 1. Now I need to check the value of d at these points, and I can also see that fxx is always greater than 1. Sorry, fxx is always greater than 0. So this is not a matter of concern for me. Matter of concern will be d now. So I need to check the value of d at these points. So what is the value of d at 0, 0? So I will put 0, 0 here. So this will become minus 1. So here you can see that d is less than 0. What does that mean? 0, 0 is a saddle point. 0, 0 is a saddle point. Saddle point. Then you need to find out the value of d at 0, 1 by under root 2. So value of y is 1 by under root 2. So 6 into, here if you put 1 by under root 2, what you are getting? This will become 1 by under root 2 whole square minus 1. So d is greater than 0. Along with that, fxx is also greater than 0. What does that mean? It is the point of minima. Right? So this is the point of minima. 0, 1 by under root 2 is the point of minima. 0, 0 is the saddle point. Along with that, 0, minus 1 by 2. So same answer you will be getting, no? 0, minus 1 by under root 2. Why same answer? Because there is a square. So minus 1 by under root 2 square will also be the same only. So it is 0. D is greater than 0. fxx is also greater than 0. And it is the point of minima as well. Yes, that means, yes, this is also a point of minima, but this is wrong. Well and good. So A, B, C are correct. Straightforward question. Okay. Simply follow the process and get the answer. Let's go to the next one. What you need to do, you need to find out the nearest distance between the point 101 and a point lying on the surface which is z equals to x plus y plus 1. So there will be some surface which is z equals to x plus y plus 1. This is the equation of a surface. There will be one surface. What is the equation of this surface? This surface is having the equation of z equals to x plus y plus 1. And there is one point which is 1, 0, 1. So what is the distance between this point and a point lying on the surface? What will be the point lying on the surface? So I can say the point lying on the surface will be x, y, z. So what is the distance between these 2 points? The distance between these 2 points will be nothing but the distance d. So distance d will be nothing but under root x minus 1 whole square, y minus 0 whole square plus z minus 1 whole square. You need to minimize this, no? Nearest distance, that means you need to minimize this. Minimize this. This is the target. Right? So what I can do? Relation is given, no? What is z? Z is nothing but x plus y plus 1. So I can put this relation here. So what will be the value of d? Value of d will be, yes, I can minimize, but I can minimize only 2 variable function. No, I know single variable function, I know double variable function as well, 2 variable function as well. So I can minimize only 2 variable function, maximum 2 variable function. So what I can do? I can replace. So in place of z, what I will put? X plus y plus 1 minus 1 whole square. So what is the value of d square I am getting? What is the value of d I am getting? Value of d I am getting is x minus 1 whole square plus y square, x minus 1 whole square plus y square plus x plus y whole square. This is the value of d I am getting, right? Understandable? Now I need to minimize this d. So if I minimize this expression, then also it is fine, no? Like basically 3 is greater than 2. So under root 3 is also greater than under root 2 only. So I need to minimize this whole expression. So why I need to care about under root? I need to minimize this d. I need to minimize this d. So what if I minimize this one only? What if I minimize this function? Let's minimize this function. So if this is minimum, then d will also be minimum, right? So I will be minimizing this function. What is this function? This function is nothing but x square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square plus x square plus y square plus 2xy. This is the function it is. Right? X square plus 1 minus 2x plus y square, x square plus y square, 2xy. So it is 2x square plus y square plus 2xy minus 2x plus 1. 2x square plus 2y square actually. Y square there is 2 times. X square there is 2 times. Right? Minus 2x plus 1 plus 2xy. This is the scenario. Right? So this is your function of x comma y I can take. This is something I need to minimize. So let's see at what value I will be minimizing it. So fx, I will find out what that would be. 4x plus 4y minus 2, right? 4x 0, this will become 2y only, no? 4x, this will become 0, and I am differentiating with respect to x, so 2x will be common. Differentiating with respect to x, so 2y will be common, 2y will be constant, and then differentiation with respect to x, that will be minus 2. Okay, so 4x 0 plus 2y minus 2. And what will be your fy? Fy will be directly 4y, then plus 2x, that's it, right? So put 4x plus 2y minus 2 equals to 0, and 4y plus 2x equals to 0. X equals to minus 2y. X equals to minus 2y if you put, so minus 8y plus 2y equals to minus 2 equals to 0. So 6y equals to 2. So y equals to 1 by 3, and x equals to minus 2 by 3. So what is the point of consideration? 1 by 3 comma minus 2 by 3. So this is the point of consideration. Sir, whether this point is maxima or minima, you will have to trust that this will be the point of minima only. Okay, you will have to trust it. Understandable? I hope the calculation is fine. You will have to trust that this point will be the point of minima only. Why you will have to trust? Because sir, they are asking to minimize the value, no? If they are asking to minimize the value, then it would be minima only, right? Otherwise you can check as well. How will you check? You will find out the value of fxx. Fxx, what will be fxx? Differentiation with respect to x again. So value will be 4. What will be fyy? Fyy will be 4. What will be fxy? Differentiation of this with respect to x, that will be 2. What is the value of d? Value of d is coming out to be 16. 4 into 4, 16 minus 4, that is 12, which is greater than 0, and fxx is also greater than 0. That means yes, it is the point of minima only. Although in the examination you don't need to check it, but you can check it as well. So yes, it is the point of minima. So our job is done. What will be this point? What we have got now, what we have got is that at x equals to 1 by 3 and y equals to minus 2 by 3, you get the minimum distance, minimum d. And what is z? Z is given as x plus y plus 1, right? Z equals to x plus y plus 1, z equals to x plus y plus 1. So 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3, that will become minus 1 by 3, so that will be 2 by 3. So basically the scenario is that this is a plane. On this plane there will be a point. there will be a point. What will be this point? This point will be nothing but 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3 comma 2 by 3. From this point to the other point, which is 0, what was the point? 1 comma 0 comma 1, 1 comma 0 comma 1. To the other point, whatever the distance that you get, this distance will be the minimum distance. So what will be your d minimum? So d minimum will come out to be under root 1 minus 1 by 3, that will become 2 by 3 whole square, plus 0 minus 2 by 3, that will also become 2 by 3 whole square, plus 1 by 3 whole square. 1 minus 2 by 3, that will become 1 by 3 whole square. 4 plus 4, answer is coming out to be 1. This is the answer. Okay, so distance is 1 only. This is the answer that you are getting. What is the answer? Hopefully the answer is 1 only. 1 by under root 3. Arey wow. Where we have done the calculation mistake. 4 square plus 4 square plus 1. 2 square 4, 9. 1 minus 1 by 3, that would be 2 by 3 only. 0 minus 2 by 3, that would be 2 by 3. So 4 by 9, 4 by 9 plus 1 by 9. Answer we are getting as 1 only. Let me check if there is some calculation mistake. Okay. Yeah, so I got the mistake here. What is the mistake? The mistake is that here 6y will be equals to minus 2, no? So value of y is coming out to be minus 1 by 3. If value of y is minus 1 by 3, so x will be plus 2 by 3. So x will be plus 2 by 3. So, and x will be plus 2 by 3, y will be minus 1 by 3. So here all the blunders we have done, right? Let me check again. So x is 2 by 3, y is minus 1 by 3. Yes, x is 2 by 3, y is minus 1 by 3. So x is 2 by 3, y is minus 1 by 3. So 4 by 3. So here the point is 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3 and 4 by 3. Okay. So what will be the scenario now? 1 minus 2 by 3 will become 1 by 3 whole square, plus 0 minus 1 by 3 will become 1 by 3 whole square, plus 1 minus 4 by 3 will become minus 1 by 3 whole square. So what will be the answer here? 1 by under root 3 only, right? This will become 3 by 9 or 1 by 3. So under root 1 by under root 3 will be the answer. This will be the answer, 1 by under root 3 unit. This will be the answer. This will be the minimum distance. Understandable? Okay, so these kind of questions are famous, but they are simple only. Just assume a point will be xyz, relation would be given. Just minimize that. So minimizing this, I got the answer. Okay, so process is very simple. Just minimize the function. You don't even need to check this much. You don't even need to check here. Just whatever the point that you are putting, that you are getting, just put that point here and your job would be done. Just I could have put this point here only. If I would have put this point here, I would get my answer. The point is minus 2 by 3 comma 2 by 3 comma minus 1 by 3. This point I could have put here and I would have got the answer. Okay. Yes. Next question. So this question has been asked in GATE examination previously. So our target is to solve this question. Then I will tell you some standard results which you need to remember. Okay, just because of this problem. Sir, how these results came, that I will not be able to tell, because they are highly used in machine learning. Okay, machine learning, these results are used. But you are not studying machine learning as of now, you are studying engineering mathematics. So these results you will have to remember just because of this question. But if this question is coming in front of you in the examination hall and they are asking this question, will you be able to solve it? What they are asking? Sir, fx is given, x transpose ax plus b transpose into x plus c. Now A is a symmetric positive definite matrix of dimension n cross n. B and x are the vectors of dimension n cross 1. So A is a matrix of n cross n. B and x are a matrix of n cross 1. So n rows would be there and This will be the scenario, and one column would be there. This is the scenario where will be the minimum value of fx would occur. At what value, where minimum value of fx would occur. That means you will have to differentiate this and put that equals to 0. This is what you need to do. And from here, whatever the value of x you are getting, that will be your answer. This will be your answer. Differentiate, put that equals to 0, whatever the value of x you are getting, that will be your answer. How will you solve this question? Take n equals to 1. That's it. Let n equals to 1. Let n equals to 1. If I put n equals to 1, then what will happen? Let us say x is some matrix of any number, any random number. That is x only. What will be x transpose? X transpose will also be equals to x only. And A is also some matrix of one element. So how the function could be written? The function could be written in this manner. X into, these are single element, no? X into A into x. Right? They will be single element. B is also a single element. B is also a single element. X is also a single element. They will become a single element. Now sir, can I write down A into x square? Yes, you can write down A into x square because they are the single element, no? X multiply with A multiply with x. This is a single element. This is also a single element. This is also a single element. All are single element are multiplied. Single elements. All these are single elements. All these single elements are multiplied. Plus bx plus c. This is your fx. I need to differentiate this and then put that equals to 0. So what you are getting? 2ax plus b. Differentiation of constant value will be 0. Equals to 0 only. So what value of 2ax you are getting? 2ax is coming out to be equals to minus b. X is coming out to be equals to minus b by 2. Ax is coming out to be equals to minus b by 2. Then x goes here. It will become minus a inverse b. Both of the side I am multiplying with a inverse. So it will become minus a inverse b divided by 2. That's it. This is the answer. This is the answer. That's it. Okay. And also you have to satisfy one more condition that A has to be a symmetric matrix. A is a symmetric matrix. No, it is a symmetric matrix. So if it is a single element, then it will be symmetric only. No, single element. It is a single element. All these I have taken as a single element. If I have taken them as a single element, then it is simply becoming a mathematics. So answer is minus a inverse b by 2. This is the answer. Now if you can remember some standard results. So treat A transpose into X. So treat A transpose as a constant, take it outside. Result will be A, not A transpose. Sir, how this result came? Not a matter of concern. Highly it is used in machine learning. If I was teaching you ML, I would have given you the derivation completely. But as of now, you can ignore the derivation. Will you be able to remember? Sir, A transpose can come outside because it is like a constant. But actually the answer will be A only. What will be the answer? Answer will be A. Okay, here X is also a matrix, A transpose is also a matrix. I am not saying that A transpose is coming outside. I am just telling you a way to remember. What you will do is that there will be a matrix A, you will calculate its A transpose, then there will be some matrix X, right? Both you will multiply, both of the matrix you will multiply, and then you will differentiate with respect to X. Then whatever the answer that you get, that answer will be equals to matrix A. This is what I am saying. Okay, so that answer will come out to be equals to matrix A only. Now what will be the answer of this? X transpose into A into X. The answer will be A plus A transpose into X. And what will be the answer for this? That will be 2x. I know it will be tough for you to remember, but who knows, in the examination it might be used. If they are asking this question, although this question would have been solved using our very simple intuition that I will assume in place of n cross n, I will assume 1 cross 1, job done. Right? Otherwise, if someone remembers these standard results, then what he would do? Fx is given as x transpose into A plus x, B transpose into x plus. So what he will do? He will differentiate. What is the differentiation of first one? Differentiation of first one is A plus A transpose into x. What is the differentiation of second one? So both are a matrix. B transpose can be taken as a constant out, B. And what will be the differentiation of C? That will be 0. Since A is a symmetric matrix, for symmetric matrix, what will happen? A transpose equals to A. So this will become 2ax plus B, right? And differentiation I need to equate it to 0. 2ax plus B would become, if I need to equate it to 0, value of x I am getting is A inverse B by 2. There you go. 2x will be equal to minus B, A inverse goes there, 1 by 2 goes there. So this is the answer. So ideally it should have been solved like this. It should have been solved in this manner. In this manner. This was the method 2. Ideally, it should have been solved somewhat like this. But again, if someone remember these results, if someone who is studying data science or computer science, then he will be comfortable with this. Otherwise, in ML you will be studying this. Okay, in ML when you study machine learning, hopefully you will be studying all these things. Okay, I am not going to teach you machine learning. I am a EC educator. Someday I will become a DA educator as well. I am promising you. Okay, but late, very late, after 2030. Not in this decade. In this decade, I need to give all my time to electronics and electrical engineering. But surely in next decade, I will be teaching machine learning as well. I will be teaching data science as well, for sure. Okay, but not as of now. Yeah. So, will you be comfortable with that? Okay. A transpose into X. So, you can treat A transpose as a constant, take it outside, result will be A. X transpose into A into X. So, just what you can think is that, sir, if A equals to A transpose, then it is coming out to be 2AX. So, it is like A into X square. So, this way you can remember. And here as well, sir, it is like X square, no? X, forget about the transpose. So, it is like X square. So, answer is 2X. So, here also you can treat in this manner, it is like a, sir, X square. So, answer would be 2AX. In place of 2A, what you are putting? A plus A transpose. So, only 3 results you need to remember. Only 3 results. Okay, only 3 results. And most probably if some other question is framed, if they want to frame some good question or in some different manner, then they will use these 3 identities only. Don't worry about anything else. Understandable? So all these 3 identities, if you remember, then you will be able to solve this question. Done? Okay. Now next, this question we have already solved. Old question might not be asked. This we have already solved. Now next we need to study the concept of Jacobian. What is this? Very simple concept. Let u is a function of x comma y. V is also a function of x comma y. It is a different function. It is a different function. Then Jacobian of u comma v with respect to x comma y is given by Jacobian of u comma v with respect to x comma y. It is given by a determinant. What will be the value of that determinant? So first of all, you will take u in action, ux, uy, vx, vy. Now someone would say that, sir, do I need to remember? I need to write down row wise? No, you can write down column wise as well. No, ux, uy, vx, vy both will give you the same result. What is the value of ux? So ux is nothing but del u by del x, del u by del y, del v by del x, del v by del y. Okay, so you will simply solve this determinant. This is a determinant. You will simply solve this determinant. When you solve this determinant, what you will be getting? Del u by del x into del v by del y minus del v by del x into del u by del y. So you just remember this determinant, your job would be done. Just this determinant you have to remember. Ux, uy, vx, vy. This is known as Jacobian. What it is known as? Jacobian. U by x. Just remember u by x. When I talk about Jacobian, always u by x would come. U will come in the upper side, x will come in the downward side. How will you remember that, sir? U will come in the upper side, x will come in the downward side. So j is near to u or j is near to x? What I am asking? J is in ABCD, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, U, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So j is nearer to u, no? And j is further to x, right? So upper side u would come, downward side x would come. Who is near? U is near, no? So j will say my priority is u. So j is having the priority of u. So j equals to del u del x. In that manner, if you are able to write down this one, then you would write down ux, uy, vx, vy. So this Jacobian will be used when we study integration as well. There also it will be used. As of now, it will not be highly used. I am just introducing you what is the meaning of Jacobian. This Jacobian will be highly used when we study integration. Okay, when we study multiple integration, there it will be used in the change of variables. So how do we change the variable? So there it will be used. So there people will think, sir, del x by del y, del u, or sir, del u by del x. Jacobian, u will come up front and x will come downward. And what if your u is a function of x comma y comma z, v is a function of x comma y comma z, and h and w is a function of x comma y comma z? So what will be the Jacobian? Jacobian will be del u comma v comma w divided by del x comma y comma z. will be equals to what? First I will talk about u. So u with respect to x, u with respect to y, u with respect to z, then v with respect to x, v with respect to y, v with respect to z, then w with respect to x, w with respect to y, and w with respect to z. You will get some answer. That's it. This will be the Jacobian. This is the concept of Jacobian. Let's solve a problem. U equals to x plus y is given, v equals to x minus y is given. You need to find out this value as well. You need to find out this value as well. So first of all, what we are supposed to find out? Del uv divided by del xy. This is what we are supposed to find out. So on the upper side, who is there? U is there, no? So let's care about upper side. U and v are there. So ux, uy, vx, vy. And what will be the value of this? Del x comma y divided by u comma v. What will be the value of this? Who is on the upper side? On the upper side, x and y are there, no? So x is differentiated with respect to u, x is differentiated with respect to v, y is differentiated with respect to u, y is differentiated with respect to v. That's it. What is the value of this? Del x by del u. This value will be del x by del u. This value will be del x by del v. This value will be del y by del u. This value will be del y by del v. Similarly, here also you can write down the values. So u is given, which is x plus y. So can you find out del u by del x? Yes sir, that would be 1. What will be del u by del y? So that would also be 1. V is given as x minus y. Can you find out del v by del x? Yes sir, that would be 1. What will be del v by del y? That would be minus 1. So put down these values here. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and minus 1 here. What is the answer you are getting? The answer we are getting is minus 1, minus 1. Answer is minus 2. This is the answer. This is the answer. What do we use to call it? We used to call it Jacobian. So value of Jacobian is coming out to be minus 1. Sorry, not minus 1, minus 2. Value of Jacobian is coming out to be minus 2. Understandable? Now this is the next scenario, no? This is something new that we are writing down. What we are writing down? Del x by u, x uv. This is what we are writing down. And the results are x with respect to u. Upper side x is there, no? X with respect to u. Then x with respect to v. Then y with respect to u. And y with respect to v. Now what is given? U equals to x plus y is given, and v equals to x minus y is given. What we are supposed to find out? Del u by del x. Sorry, del x by del u. Del x by del u. Right? This is what we are supposed to find out. So what we need to do? We need to write down x in terms of u, no? Someone would say that, sir, let's do the reciprocal. Del u by del x is 1, so del x by del u will be 1. It doesn't go like that, okay? You cannot do the reciprocal. That, sir, del u by, someone would say that, sir, del u by del x, when I did del u by del x, it came out to be 1. So let's do del x by del u, that will come out to be also 1. I am just doing the reciprocal here, so here also I will do the reciprocal. It doesn't go like that. I hope you understand that, okay? What we need to do is that from here I need to get the value of x in terms of u and v. Basically, here initially what is given? U is a function of x comma y, and v is a function of x comma y. Now what I need to do? From here I will convert and I will make x as some different function of x comma y, and I will make y as some, from these two, y as some different function of x comma y. अरे यार क्या लिख रहा हूं मैं? x as a function of u comma v, x as a function of u comma v, and y as a function of u comma v. This is what I need to do. From these two, this is what I need to do. So what is given? U equals to x plus y is given, and v equals to x minus y is given. So if I add both of these equations, what I will get? U plus v equals to 2x. So what is the value of x? U plus v divided by 2. And if I subtract both of these equations, what I will get? U minus v equals to 2y. So what is the value of y you will be getting? U minus v divided by 2. So this is the scenario we will be getting, right? This is the value of x we will be getting. This is the value of y we will be getting. So what we are getting? X equals to u plus v divided by 2 and y equals to u minus v divided by 2. So del x by del u, what that would be? 1 by 2. Del x by del v, what that would be? 1 by 2. Del y by del u, what that would be? 1 by 2. And del y by del v, what that would be? Minus 1 by 2. So what is the answer you are getting here? Del x by del u, 1 by 2. Del x by del v, 1 by 2. Del y by del u, 1 by 2. Del y by del v, minus 1 by 2. So when you solve it, minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4, answer is minus 1 by 2. What you are getting? Answer as minus 1 by 2. And we will call it j prime. What we will call it? J prime. And if you notice one thing, if you notice very closely, what do you notice? J into j prime. If you multiply j with j prime, what answer you are getting? 1. So from this discussion, what you need to remember, only thing you need to remember is that what is your Jacobian? Jacobian is del of u comma v divided by del of x comma y. That would be, sir, upper side there is u with respect to x with respect to y. Upper side there is v with respect to x with respect to y. Then sir, there is some j prime as well, which is simply the reciprocal of this. U comma v. Sir, what is upper side? Upper side is x. So x with respect to u, x with respect to v, x with respect to, sorry, then there is y, y with respect to u and y with respect to v. And then sir, multiplication of both of them will come out to be equals to 1. That's it. This is what you need to remember. Now in some problems what will happen is that calculating these guys will be easier. Okay, here both of the things were easy only. You could calculate these values very easily. You could calculate these values also very easily. Here both of the things were easy, but in some problems what will happen is that these problems will be, calculating these values will be very easy. So what you would do is that you will calculate j prime and then you will get the value of j. They will be asking Jacobian in the examination hall. But what you would do, you would calculate j prime and then simply do the reciprocal, you will get the value of j. Is that clear to you? So this will be used when we study about integration. In the integration it will be highly used. That's why we are studying it here. Is that clear to you? So yeah, that's it. Functions of two variables we have seen. Multivariable function we have seen eventually. Mostly we will be dealing with 2 variables or 3 variables. So multivariable function we have seen here. Okay. So this much discussion is more than enough. This is like a prerequisite of your integration. Now in the next video we are going to study about integration. So basics of integration we will study first. Whatever the integration that you have studied in your class 11, 12th. So basic integration we are going to study, but again, I'm not going to give you very basic formula. Very basic formula you have to study on your own. Like what is the integration of x to the power n, what is the integration of sin x, what is the integration of cos x. All these basic formula you need to study. If you know these basics formula, then you will be able to understand integration as well. Yes, we are starting with basics only, but very, very little basics I am expecting that you will be able to understand on your own. Okay then, yeah. Thank you very much. Let's meet in the next lecture. Till that point, you revise everything and study in a good manner. Thank you.